It's a machine. It's a robo-stripper. You just hand them money. They will gyrate in front of you in unsexy fashion. And then you give them more money. More of the American money so I could buy the blue jeans. Why did they turn into Yakov Smirnoff?
Hey, we're going with it.
They might as well. I'd rather see Yakov Smirnoff dance. Jesus. They just have that attitude. It's not that stripper. I want the stripper that, for your buck, gives a sincere effort to just shake her butt in front of your face a little bit and then move along.
You want a girl that appreciates a lousy dollar.
Right.
Not a Russian stripper that was some kind of rocket scientist before, you know.
Oh, you should have seen what I was in old country before I came here to strip. I worked in medical industry. I was leading neurosurgeon. Were ya? What are you doing now? Give to me $20, I show you the muffin. Really? Will you? You're so sexy.
Yay. But anyway, back to cheerleaders and this Russian stripper.
Yeah, while I was getting my fantastic lap, the Russians will be your favorite after this one.
Really?
She's my favorite girl ever.
Well, you know, one in a
Sonny's
million.
Russian.
No. Sonny's the girl I had.
Okay.
Who was truly fantastic.
Trying to say Kenny had a girl?
Not as a lap dance girl. I came over. Kenny was sitting there.
Okay, I'm gonna enjoy the Russian because of the way she treated
It was
Kenny.
like watching a statue talk. There was actually a pigeon on his shoulder, like, you're not supposed to move your mouth. And he's talking to her, and she's sitting there, and all I hear him saying is, she's like, your friend says he doesn't like girls? And I'm like,
Oh, no, were you doing that?
I'm like, no, he doesn't.
I don't like girls.
And then Kenny, it's like an awful, like, tag team. He's like, yeah, they told me to come here. I'm like, yeah, and we were trying to get him interested in girls. And then
Yeah, it was...
6:05 on the fan, and a very good Friday morning to you. Joe Beningo, Evan Roberts in the morning. 718-937-6666 is the phone number. Carrying you right through till 10 o'clock when Richard Neer will come your way. The immortal, the legendary Louis Ruffino, Danny Cronin on the other side of the glass, and Evan, my man. Baseball is back again, and it was a good night for the local teams. Yankees are beat up on Tampa Bay. 7-3. They get off on the right track in the second half of the season. And the Mets with a 3-2 victory last night at Shea.
Just a trail of clothes, into bed, boom. And then for like maybe a minute, I woke up at 4:30 in the afternoon, which just freaks me out. I look, I go, oh my God, no, it can't be time to get up already. It cannot be time to get up. And I look out the window and notice it's a little too light for it to be 4:30 in the morning because I thought I had to get up and come here.
Yeah.
But then you're looking around, you're all confused, and then I just fell back to sleep. Didn't get a call from Dan, so I was safe. Didn't matter.
Dan's your third alarm clock.
Use my fail-safe.
Yeah.
If it hits 5:15, then he calls me, and if I'm still at home, that's my fail-safe point where I could still make it in by 6. With, you know, brushing my teeth, getting dressed, out the door, and 1,000,000 miles an hour into work.
Yeah.
Feel safe.
Well, there you go.
But, yeah, I just slept. There was, after that, kind of a couple of days. But it was great because kind of we got done with the show on, Tuesday, and then we left. Then we have all those shenanigans in Philly. And, hey, look, it's Friday.
It is Friday. It's Friday. It's Air Guitar Friday.
Don't air guitar. I'm pointing and laughing at you for air guitaring.
It is Point and Laugh Friday. It's FU Friday. It's Mispronunciation Friday. We might have to dump that one.
Why?
why?
I don't know.
Isn't it popular?
And then Jimmy,
I think you've already got it with Whirlwind.
you know, since we've seen Jimmy, he did another book signing.
Oh, I know.
That was great last night.
People were asking if I was going. You going to Jimmy's book signing? I'm like, I love Jimmy. I'm going to drop dead if I don't go to sleep. I don't know how you did it.
I did phoners from 11 a.m. yesterday, probably until 5 p.m. A lot of our affiliates, like Shred and Reagan in Buffalo.
They're great, huh?
Yeah. A lot of the state, Grand Rapids, Michigan, all of our stations, except the Wolf. I screwed up that one. Missed Q on time.
Oh, you missed the Wolf.
You blew him off, huh?
No, I called them 15
too.
minutes early, and they didn't call me back until I was already asleep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was, the books were sold out in Jersey, so try to get to these things early because there was like 70 people who had to just order and not get books, so I signed CDs for them instead.
Really?
Cool, Jimmy. Congratulations.
Sold out?
Yeah.
Sold out.
That's,
It was sold out. The funny, on Amazon, they took the
fantastic.
reviews down.
Why would they take those wonderful reviews down?
For happy ending.
I don't
Zuck.
know. They took the reviews down. I think somebody probably complained and they read all the Robert Reed jokes and broth and robe. They're like, what is this?
Oh.
So you need the pest to do real reviews now?
Nah, they whatever they want to do is
All
fine.
right.
You know who's a real dick behind the scenes?
Who?
Kid Chris.
What?
Oh. I'm just trying to get the message boards going.
He was unbelievable.
That guy was a blast, man. What a pisser we had with him doing his show and then him coming on our show. And then the satellite portion of the show.
Wow.
That got way out of hand.
How do we have pictures of what happened on the satellite show yesterday? They're going up? Okay. I hope Kid Chris told everybody down there in Philly because we finally had to get off the air
Oh, man.
and continue on XM. And Kid Chris stayed with us.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the people listening right now know what happened, but there's a whole bunch that didn't.
Yeah.
Or don't know what happened. Basically, the guy with the huge
He was able to take a part of his body,
thank you, Anthony.
and squeeze it with his thumb and forefinger, and make it inflate like two balloons, two balloons put next to each other very closely.
Like a brain, it looked.
It looked like a brain actual size.
Yeah.
It was just giant. I don't know what freakish problem this guy said. He said there was a buildup of fluid in this part of his body, and he was able to squeeze it, and the container that the actual parts are in expand to look like a brain.
Oh, you're brilliant.
Giant.
You're brilliant.
And he was holding this.
It was as big as a nice sized fist.
Yeah, fist.
Easily.
And he's holding it. Everything else was neatly contained where it belongs, except for that. He brought that out and just kind of held it. Oh, look at the picture. Look at that picture. It is absolutely a brain. You know what it looks like? It looks like the top of the hiney-headed aliens from the Menagerie episode of Star Trek. Where they talk through telepathy.
No, I didn't see this when I was down there in Philly.
Oh God, it's disturbing.
I saw what you're looking at, or what we're all looking at now from a distance, and now this is a close up.
That's
view.
amazing. It is nothing short of amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it looks like the head in Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Doesn't it just put a helmet on it?
Know what it looks like? You ever get one of those dumb stress things?
Yeah, the stress relieving.
And you squeeze it, and the head gets really wide, and the
Yeah.
ears pop out, and the eyes pop out.
That's what it looks like.
Something like that.
And he took them when he had them in this position and condition, all expanded. And Jimmy had a wonderful cake. Somebody made Jimmy a wonderful cake that was actually the cover of his book was at the top of the cake.
Octane did that. The band
Octane,
actually
yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And it looks exactly like the book
Yeah.
cover. You
Yep.
probably have seen this by now. They have this new technology with the blah, blah, the
Yeah,
digital
you
crap
could
that-
eat it.
Yeah, you can
Well,
eat.
you wouldn't want to after this stunt.
Well, no.
But he took what he was gripping in his hands and wiped it on the icing on
Yeah.
the cake.
Yeah.
Really dug it in.
Well, but that didn't do the job. So then he decided to ice a cupcake.
Yeah, he
Put
iced
icing
the
on-
cupcake.
Put icing on a cupcake.
He grabbed what he had in his hand, squeezed,
Oh, we got
and
pictures of that
expanded,
too. I see. Rocky.
so it looked like a
Yeah.
cupcake. And then he took a knife and put it in the icing and iced it. All this was because Louis Twitchell Santani was in studio, and he was offered a sum of money to remove that icing.
Yeah.
With his tongue.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah. Well,
He got down to the point where he was ready to do it.
Well, I was trying to figure out how this guy Duffy,
Mhm.
he's the new star of the Opie and Anthony show. This guy Duffy, how he was going to get out of this because he's got to answer to his friends after this this radio stuff.
Yeah.
Like, dude, hey, we were listening to Opie and Anthony this morning.
You let a guy do that to you?
You know what?
Yeah.
I think he walks away and still cool to his friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because at the last second, he was like, I ain't letting him lick nothing. He decided to just like press it into Twitchel's face really hard.
He pushed the icing into Twitchel's face, and Twitchell just gets up going, and he had it all around his mouth.
He had it everywhere.
It was just a mess. But there's a picture of Twitchell's now up on the site.
Yeah.
With icing all over his face.
Yeah.
Which just shows where this part of his body landed.
Yep.
It was his upper lip, both of his lips, his whole mouth, and his chin. He had him on the chin.
Up under the nose.
Yeah.
So that's what happened after we got off the air at YSP yesterday.
Yeah.
So the pictures are up on the website and just amazing.
By the way, that was on XM. I don't want anybody to think that we get off the air and just did that for our own leisure.
Well,
Because then then we would have problems.
could have done that.
All right, hey, next stop, Boston, everybody.
Yes.
Next stop is Boston. A week from tomorrow, believe it or not, is the next O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Show. Brought to you by Bud Light, always worth it. And go to Virus Tour, one word, on MySpace for all the info on the comedy tour. But so far, the reviews have been great for this tour. We're, believe it or not, we're halfway over. Well, no, not really. After Boston, we'll be halfway over.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing something very, very special for Boston. You guys have to know by now that we completely support the troops, completely support the military. And I guess there's going to be like 10,000 troops in the Massachusetts area undergoing training. And some of the bases reached out to us to find out about doing a discount for the troops to come down and see the show. Well, we've decided to take this a step further, everybody. In an effort to support our troops, we are offering free admission to the Traveling Virus Show in Mansfield, Massachusetts, a week from Saturday, for anyone who presents a valid military ID. How cool is that?
Nice.
Tickets will be available at the show, 1 ticket per military ID, and the seats will be pavilion seats, not lawn. So they're good seats as well. We're not just throwing the military, on the lawn. They're going to have nice seats in the pavilion for free. And we're going to take a couple phoners from some soldiers later on this morning, okay? So that's what
part of their training.
Huh?
Put them in the middle of a bunch of people they probably aren't going to like or get along with.
could be interesting.
Our listeners.
It's going to be a nice mixture for the Mansfield show. But that's really cool. Once again, if you got a military ID, you get in free a week from tomorrow in Mansfield, Massachusetts for the comedy show, okay?
Yes.
And then, this is really cool, and Boston is out of this one. Boston is not doing the $10 promotion. We are announcing a $10 promotion today for Detroit, D.C., the PNC in Jersey, and, of course, the Philly show when we go back there to the Tweeter Center in Camden, New Jersey. $10 lawn tickets go on sale this coming Tuesday at 9 a.m. through Ticketmaster. $10 lawn seats.
I read on message boards and whatnot that people were waiting for this.
Right.
They fully expected it, and we're waiting. Mm-hmm. This gag.
Well, it's finally here.
Yeah.
And we're only going to do it Tuesday. That is it. At midnight, it's over. And then you're going to have to pay full price. So if you've been waiting for the $10 lawn ticket, well, it's going to happen in Detroit, D.C., the PNC, and the Tweeter Center in Camden, starting Tuesday at 9 a.m. and running to pretty much, what? Oh, I forgot we were doing that. Thank you. Okay. All right, listen. Yeah, I know. Now I'm getting more info. Really fast. Okay, so the $10 lawn seats for Detroit, D.C., and PNC will start at 9 a.m. on Tuesday and end at midnight, okay? We decided to do something special for Philly. I forgot about this. So the $10 lawn tickets, they start Tuesday at 9 a.m. as well, and that runs through Friday.
That's only Philly.
Only Philly.
Wow.
For the Tweeter Center.
For the Tweeter Center.
You could be from anywhere if you're going to the Tweeter Center. We don't want to see you have to show Philly ID.
Right.
Tweeter Center in Camden.
Well, that's a big thank you for Philly because they were just unbelievable to us. I mean, we're giving a thank you to every city, obviously, but we want to do something a little special for Philly because they just rocked the last few days.
Yes.
So Philly, the $10 lawn tickets will be on sale from Tuesday at 9 a.m., running through Friday at 5 p.m. Little confusing here. I understand. So if you're online, go to Virus Tour, one word for the update on the tour, okay? But basically, $10 lawn tickets go on sale Tuesday for Detroit, D.C., the PNC in Jersey, and the Tweeter Center in Camden, New Jersey.
Very good.
All right, there you go. Just getting warmed up here. We got D.L. Hughley coming in today.
Yes.
We got Michael Moore calling the show today.
Michael Moore's calling?
Yep. You saw his movie Sicko, right?
Yep.
All right, we'll talk about that next. How's that?
Yeah.
And Michael Moore lost his you know what on CNN the other night. We got the audio. It's pretty good.
Lost his mind, his patience, his.
You're gonna have to stick around to find out. No. He still has that. And of course, if you have something for the show, 877-212-5762. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
Opie and Anthony. 92. It's a K-Rock ticket scalper summer.
Tickets, hoodies, tickets.
Not for the scalper, but for you, beating the scalpers at their own game. All summer long, the K-Rock ticket scalper hooks you up with free tickets to the hottest shows. From 92.3 K-Rock.
Oh, yeah, 1849, right?
Kind of a zero-sum, proposition. Either you believe it or you don't. Now, whether you agree with what Imus says or not, I found it funny. He had the right to say it. It has never been about what somebody called you. It's what you answer to. That's the deal. I mean, I wouldn't take Don Imus seriously. He looked like a werewolf that didn't finish changing, don't he? Looked like he was just about to get werewolf, but then the sun came out. Sharpton was on TV more than the women of Rutgers. He did. At one point, I thought he played for Rutgers. I'm like, who's the chubby chick with the perm? The chubby chick with the perm. All this marching he's doing, he can't lose no weight? Are you kidding me? And then let's face it, he called them hoes, nappy-headed hoes, and they weren't hoes. But it was some nappy-headed women on that team. I'm gonna say it, I don't give a damn, y'all like it or not, it's true. Them are some of the ugliest women I ever seen in my whole life. Thank you, good night, everybody. Ross here, thank you. Let me tell you something, if you can palm a basketball and braid your own hair, somebody gonna say something about you, put something in that makeup on was a press conference, you kidding me?
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. The double standard is alive and well.
That's great.
That's D.L. Hughley. He's coming in about an hour and a half.
How great is that he did that on Leno?
Amazing.
Leno wasn't a baby about it. He kept it on, you know what I mean? And that was when he could have gotten in trouble.
Right at the heat of that controversy. Jumped on there, said it like it was.
Yeah, we got another clip. You want to hear it?
Sure.
And this is what I'm saying. This is my whole point.
Yeah.
I don't believe that you have to look at something and if it's politically incorrect, you decide that that's not funny. You can understand. You can laugh at anything you want to. Now they want to say, now Jesse and Al and everybody, you don't, like white people are wondering, how come I can't say the N word or the B word or the H word? You can. You can say whatever. I wouldn't do it in Inglewood. Like, how come rappers get to do it? The only cool thing about being black is you get to say stuff other people can't say. But if you want, we can trade. We'll rule the world, and you guys. And we'll throw in sickle cell and police brutality just because
He just killed on Leno. Absolutely killed. There's one more. It's a quickie, and then we'll move on with the show.
Now, should Don Imus have gone on Al? No, man. No, he shouldn't apologize. He said what he said, and that was it. You don't have to. I'm glad that our black leaders have their priorities together because, it's amazing because 1 in 3, 93% of black people in this country are killed by other black people. 1 in 3 black people in this country can't read, and more black men are in prison than in college. But we went after Don Imus. We finally got the one white guy that was responsible for holding us back. Thank God stuff will get better now. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. Where's Al when it comes to that stuff? Where's Al?
Great point, man.
Yeah, we'll talk more with D.L. Hughley about some of this stuff later on this morning.
Yeah.
Is he playing Caroline's? Is that why he's coming in today?
I do not. Does anybody have his info?
I think he is.
I do believe that's the reason.
He'll sell out wherever he's playing.
Well, we met him in Washington because he was doing his HBO special the same time Jimmy was. And he was staying at the hotel, and we had a great little chat there. And he can't wait to come on our show, so we're excited.
I did Tough Crowd with him twice. That was how I met DL back in 2003. And I didn't think we were going to get along at first because I figured out politically we're completely opposite.
Yeah.
It's great, man, yeah.
Yeah, he speaks his mind.
Yes.
And he's allowed to because he's black.
He's allowed.
double standard is alive and well. We'll talk about that with him.
But he would never ask you not to speak your mind.
No. I'm not playing.
No.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
the white guys in suits that ask you not to speak your mind because they're the guilty ones. He's not. He's great.
As cool as Leno is, I think if a white comic went on right around the time Imus got kicked off the air and tried to do exactly what D.L. Hughley, what you just heard, no way.
Yes.
Not flying. They're going to be like, no. Yeah. That's one of the problems that we're having, this double standard thing.
Yeah, it's very difficult to work with
It's
when
all
you're
over,
doing radio.
it's all over the news since, we're back in New York here and they got the kind of the cop killer. Got to call him the cop killer because he pretty much killed this guy's life.
Well,
I mean, the guy's still holding on, but he's paralyzed. He took,
it's real bad, yeah.
45 right to the head.
Yeah.
Two. I think he had
Two shots to
two
the
shots
head.
to the face.
2. Ugh.
And they found these animals in the Poconos.
Yeah, just kind of hanging out in the woods.
Could you find a place where black people would blend in less than beautiful Mount Airy Lodge?
Mount Airy Lodge. They were all found in one of those big champagne glasses in a hotel room. They set the dogs after them.
Yeah.
The bloodhounds. And that was it. They found him. Found him in some bushes.
Well, they
And,
found Dexter on the side of the highway. Is that true?
Yeah.
He was just kind of walking on the side of the highway, and then they found the other guy kind of in the woods, sitting up against a tree with a hood kind of covering his face, and he was begging for mercy as the cops, approached him. And,
Yeah.
And he's screaming, "I don't have a gun! I don't have a gun! Please!" He was begging.
Should have just... There's no cameras in the woods. That's it. There's no video cameras in the woods. You could say there was a little resist thing. You take out the clubs, you tune them up a bit, and then you take them in.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to do some symbolic things like the cuffs they used to cuff them were one of the cops' cuffs
Yeah.
that they were using.
Well, the guy that's clinging to life,
Yeah.
Timothy there.
I'd love to say his last name, but I keep forgetting.
I mean, Russell. Why did I say Timothy? I'm
His
sorry.
last
Russell.
name is, his
Russell.
last name is Timoshenko.
Yeah,
so
that's why I got a little confused. Yeah, Russell Timoshenko. His cuffs they used to cuff these guys when they found him in the Poconos.
Yeah.
Too bad they couldn't use his gun.
There you go.
Too bad they couldn't use his gun.
There you go. Get those shots off that maybe he missed getting off.
Street justice.
Right.
Too bad, but they got him.
And now they're looking into whether these guys were using these stolen cars that they were, because the one guy had a job at a car dealership. He had a job at a car dealership, and they were stealing cars from there and using them for various criminal activities, prostitution,
And like we were talking about,
robberies.
Picking
Yeah.
up hookers or making girls hook?
Making girls, yeah. So kind of
what does that all?
recruiting.
What does that all matter? The one guy's definitely going to jail for life. He's not going to get the death penalty. We talked about that earlier this week.
Well,
we
now,
don't use the
new
death
debate.
penalty.
New debate, of course, because of these events, that if you kill a cop, you should get the death penalty in New York.
Well, that's mandatory, I think,
yeah,
in Jersey,
that's like
especially in uniform, because they're targets in uniform.
Exactly.
Eh.
Target.
It ain't going to happen.
No, of course it won't.
It's not going to
Especially if it's a
happen.
black guy shooting a white guy, somebody will tap into the guilt of that and go, well, they had the history with the police, some nonsense.
Enough.
So we got the two guys, but we're all like, all right.
Yeah, what do you do? Now it's just going to be like years and years of court battling and...
I know the NYPD, there was a lot of rejoicing and a lot of applauding at the hospital because they're just hanging out at the hospital.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I just got to wish the guy the best. Maybe a miracle will happen.
I just wish there was some kind of, fleeing that occurred and, the trooper had to do what he had to do.
Got to do something,
But there you have it. Let's go to Steve in Boston. Steve, what's going on today?
Hey, I just gotta give a big F you to the guy that keeps on breaking into my car and taking my XM. Third time.
He breaks into what? Your condo?
No, my car.
Oh, car.
My car, my automobile. But I live up on the North Shore. I go all the way down to Framingham. You guys know where that is. So
Yeah, of course.
55 miles each way, and this jerk-off keeps on taking my XM. And that's all I get to do is listen to you guys in the car.
Well, why don't you get the hint and maybe get a unit that you could take with you or put in your glove compartment? Because I had an XM unit stolen, and I got another one, and I made sure it wasn't in clear view there.
No, I'm an idiot.
Okay.
All right. Well, at
As
least
long as we got that straight.
man, you get your car broken into once, you're hiding everything after that. I don't even leave change in my car anymore because I know that, that's all it will take for someone to break your window. For lousy change, they'll break a side window.
Yeah, no, I want to say, like, if this kid's listening,
Yeah.
I will gladly go shopping with him if he knocks on my door next time, and maybe we can figure something out in the backyard, and if he wins, we'll go shopping.
Right. All right, man. Well, good luck to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds like an invitation any criminal would take up. All right, I'll go to your house.
Yeah, I'll
knock on your door.
We'll do a little shopping at Best Buy.
Truth of the matter is, you always feel violated when you get ripped off, and you just never get any retribution for it. You've just been violated, and that's it.
It's such a weird
Deal
feeling,
with it.
isn't it? It's a weird feeling to know that someone was among your stuff.
When you go back to your car and just see the glass on the ground, and it doesn't hit you yet, and you go like, why is there, my window's broke, did someone throw something through? And you look in, and like,
you just see
crap's
wires.
just gone.
You just see wires.
Wires are pulled out, and you're like, no. And then you think maybe you could solve it quickly just by looking around. You stand up on your tippy toes and look around the lot.
Like
there it is.
Like the perp is still running down the sidewalk.
There it is. I could just rewire this back in and get the window fixed and be on my way.
He's long gone.
No.
Your stuff is already resold.
You're driving home with a butt cheek full of window.
Right.
And you're hoping your whole car doesn't start on fire from a short circuit with just the sound of the wind blowing over your side view mirrors because you don't have a radio anymore.
Oh, that just sucks.
Cursing under your breath.
When I moved to Buffalo to do radio, my car got broken into, and this is how stupid I was back in the day. I'm still pretty stupid, but I had all my possessions up to that point in my life in a little Honda Accord, and I was too lazy to empty out my car into my new apartment. And
of course.
And I thought I was living in a pretty good area. Learned later on that, wow, this was not a good area. And I go to work. I was doing overnights, and I go to work, and I walk through the parking lot. I was parking the Honda in the parking lot, and there I see everything I owned up to that point all over the driveway. Or the parking lot, I should say, the parking lot.
That's just...
With not one but two windows broken. They went through everything.
Yeah.
And they didn't really get much, because I didn't really have much at that point. Just stuff that was important to me, but wouldn't be important to anyone else. Like, awards were just thrown on the, on the parking lot, and, pictures, family pictures.
They got to rifle through stuff pretty quickly.
HD Theater, Golf Channel HD, hey, even Kung Fu HD. Now, IO offers you 40 HD channels, free. More than any satellite or phone company. The most anywhere. And IO is the only place that brings you every HD game for all 9 New York sports teams, with the best HD picture and sound available anywhere. Best of all, it's free. Going HD? IO digital cable is like a smart decision that keeps getting smarter. One more reason it's Optimum, or it's not. For details, call 1-888-5-OPTIMUM, or visit Optimum.com.
And good morning, a Monday. Iron Eagle, Chris Carlin with you. Middle of July. The rotation continues here in the morning. Morning, guys. This one actually, this could be some fun. We're going to have a good time this week. I think so. We are absolutely going to have a great time. For me, I've got to just come right out and say it. Getting up in the morning, I must admit, is a chore. It's a chore for me. Okay. So we've gotten that out of the way, and I got here in one piece. There are no issues. There are no questions. I made it. Alarm went off what time? 4:30. And you were physically capable of speaking at what time? 8:30. You know what? Listen, it's going to be fine all week. It won't be that bad. You'll be good. No. The issue for me simply was the 3 days leading up to it and whatever nervousness I was feeling having to wake up on Monday morning. Well, what nervousness? I'm not nervousness of doing the show. No, I understand. Nervousness of just legitimately making sure I can get out of the house and get here. The one time, I've only overslept in my life once. Once in my entire life. How is that possible? I'm not lying. 1985 PSATs. Really? Yeah. What'd you get? The alarm. I did quite well. The alarm goes off, and I wake up. It's dark out. I jump in the shower. I'm washing my hair. I turn on the radio,
and some guy's on that I've never heard before. He's like, oh, Jack the Whack. What the? Who is this? And now I'm watching, and then he gives the time. He's like, 1:05. 1:05? It's supposed to be 7:05. I blew it. Like 6 hours early I got up, so I got back into bed. Completely forgot to reset the alarm. And then the next thing I know, two of my buddies are shaking me, and I was supposed to meet them at McDonald's. Shaking me, where are you? What are you doing? And I had longer hair back then. Don't get jealous.
Why would you even go there?
I'm
right
sorry, because you look like the guy from Midnight Oil.
I go into the barber and I say, give me the Matt Pinfield.
That's right.
That bald guy.
So I show up for the PSATs with a hat on. And the proctor, Mr. Rahr, R-A-H-R,
Right.
psych teacher, he says, hey, Eagle, no hats. I go, no, Mr. Rahr.
I gotta have my
I
hat.
gotta have the hat. You know, and it goes in alphabetical order, and Debbie Feeman, attractive girl, is sitting one row next to me. I'm like, I'd rather not. I'd like to keep the hat. He's like, no hats.
So this is going to be a problem for me always trying to keep it together.
I got to take the hat off.
Because you are the greatest storyteller there
No,
is.
I'll just do multiple voices of, like, the same person. The Richard Gere style.
The only time I ever really slept late for anything that important, economics exam freshman year in college, and that was because over the weekend, a friend of mine, I had a wine and cheese party in my room.
What? You brought cheese into your room?
It was Mad Dog and Kraft American Singles.
Oh, boy.
It was really
Wow, that must have
top-notch.
been major.
And somebody poured some Mad Dog on my alarm clock. So on Monday morning for
that's bad?
for the exam, it was, instead of, it was,
Didn't get you up.
right through it.
Oh,
Half hour.
That's brutal.
So this is the kind of stuff that you have all week to look forward
Well,
to.
look, Mark Chernoff, when he asked me to step in for a week, he said, look, you could work with Chris Carlin or Sandra Bernhard. And I chose Bernhard.
When you put your foot down.
But then unfortunately Bernhard didn't make it, so now I'm here with you.
It was disappointing that Sandra couldn't be here.
I love the king of comedy, Rupert Pupkin.
Let's get to the news.
We'll do that. We got a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to get into. We're going to have a lot of fun this morning. And we'll get into some sports. We'll obviously talk about some other stuff, too. But right now, with the news, here's Karen Stewart.
Good morning, everybody. Former First Lady, Lady Bird Johnson. She was laid to rest yesterday right next to her husband at their family's ranch back in Texas. About 300 people were there all told. They gathered for the private ceremony. They needed to file past her flower-covered...
And certain cover photos of a movie just annoy the living crap out of you. Oh, there's one with Nick Nolte and who the hell's that chick that always gets voted best smile?
Wait a minute. It's Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts and Nick Nolte.
And the movie is I Love Trouble.
I Love Trouble.
Oh, very good.
And I have stared
Find that
at
cover there, E-Rock.
I have stared at that cover and gotten enraged. I will walk to and not look for movies I want to look at. I'll just stare at covers that annoy me. Why do I do it? Why do I do it? It annoys me. It's those composited photos, too, where you know no one was in the same room. They just take and they go, okay, now cross your arms and look over your shoulder and give a look like, oh boy, I'm annoyed with you. And then the other person goes, okay, yeah, there it is. I cannot go into a video store. I haven't been in years, but
That is such an obscure cover to like point out.
dude,
I love
it is
trouble.
so annoying. Look at Nick. Look at his face. Nick Nolte's face.
I'll tell you what's awful, too, is the name of it. I Love Trouble.
I love trouble.
Know what they should do?
Ugh.
Maybe we should Photoshop and redo the cover with the Nick Nolte photo from when he was arrested.
There you go. There's a Photoshop project.
And then Julia Roberts after she had her 5 kids or whatever the hell she's up to. Just pumping out kids left and right at this point.
E-Rock's got it up on the screen, and I'm getting a flashback.
That'd be a great movie title if it was about an abortion. Like, I Love Trouble, and then Nick Nolte is standing there like the abortion doctor is going to hang her, and he's shrugging his shoulders like, what the heck?
What can I do?
Yeah.
That's what it is, those what the heck kind of photos that they take for the video covers.
And someone is saying it's the worst movie ever. Please pull clips from I Love Trouble.
Here's another one. Punch Up Milk Money.
Milk Money?
Yes. Punch Up Milk Money. I have stared at, dude, I'm crazy at the video store. I have stared at Milk Money and wanted to punch the people in the store.
You realize there's no more video stores, though.
Oh, I don't care. This is like when I used to go there.
All right. Maybe there's a few.
It is
but...
so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's in that one?
Griffith
Here,
and Ed Harris.
Yeah. It's the kids pushing Ed Harris toward this giant head of, who is that?
Melanie Griffith?
Melanie Griffith, who is so overexposed in the shot, you can't even see that it's her. But he's pushing like the kids are like, come on, Dad, get in a relationship because Mom's dead or something. It's just, I stared at these.
And it's someone's job to come up with these covers for these movies. Someone is saying, take a look at Crooks. That's another bad one. Crooks? Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Jimmy, stop.
It was me.
Jimmy's in there.
What?
Crooks is a film I did.
It's a Jimmy Norton movie.
I'm not in it that much.
What is wrong with me? It sounded like a real movie.
Yeah, it is. It's not a good one though. It was a film I did called Crooks that was originally called something else, and they had me do a cover shoot for it, and I did it. But it's just me on the cover, but I'm only in it for a few minutes. And I'm like, ugh.
I was thinking that it was some black movie or something.
No.
Like some
No.
What a
Oh
racist
my
you
God.
are.
Well, yeah, sorry. Not really, but
Oh, God, there's so many. I just wish I could remember the names.
I'll tell you the ones I hate are the Steve Martin and those Cheaper by the Dozen. Look at his his snarky face.
Yes.
The just like in the Father of the Bride, he's got this half a squint thing he does.
That is exactly the type of cover I'm talking about. It'll have me standing there and not looking for movies.
Yeah.
I'll just stand there and go, oh my God, I hate whoever did this.
So getting back to the new Kevin James Adam Sandler movie, is it getting good reviews?
Can't be. Look at it. Look
Chuck
at it.
and Larry.
I will stand there
Chuck
looking
and
at that.
Larry.
Get me to Steve Martin.
Look at Adam Sandler's face.
And what, they get married or something for benefits or something?
Hey,
right?
they're not gay, but
not gay.
they're getting married. Look out. There it
Cheaper
is.
by the Dozen. He's wearing this blue sweater.
Well, it's a dad sweater.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a dad.
so predictable. It's a dad sweater.
And the look on his face, I want to dip my hand in warm Crisco oil
Yes.
until it's a bit of a bubbly lather, and then slap his face until his stupid wig falls off.
Steve Martin as a father. Yeah, right. Who are you kidding?
Really?
Heard things. On the phone, too. Well, it was years ago.
Anyway, so Steve is a big XM fan. He calls
into the jazz channels? What are you Yeah, shut up with your jazz.
God forbid we can get him on the phone.
All right, yeah.
Then again, we've trashed him.
We started like 3 or 4 topics already, and it's very early. Let's say hi to Jeff in Boston. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
Hey.
some of the old baseball rules that I remembered. I was laughing so hard after I heard this, I couldn't remember some of the other rules. If you got hit by a pitch, it was a ball.
Oh, really?
Oh, see, wacky rule.
You could just go up there and drill the guy 4 times, and that's the only way he could get his base.
And they were probably so polite back then, they didn't, like, charge the mound.
No.
That's what they said. It was part of, all the honor back then,
Well, sir, I do apologize for that, sir.
Well, the baseballs back then were as hard as sponges. They could only throw, like, 27 miles an hour. Of course no one's charging the mound.
Right.
You're not getting a 100-mile fastball at your head back then. All right, Jeff, thank you.
What's that one where Steve Martin's holding him upside down? You just had it.
Oh, no.
That
one.
He's holding one in each arm upside
Oh, yeah,
down.
Parenthood, of course.
Parenthood. The tots have been so bad, he has to hold them
You gotta
upside down.
hold him upside down.
Another movie where he's playing a father. You're a great actor, Steve.
That'd be a great movie.
Should get an Academy Award, huh?
It was Susan Smith holding those two damp little...
Two burdens.
Yes, 2 damp interferences.
Hey, 2 in a row from Boston. Bill in Boston. What's up, Bill?
Hey, how's it going this morning?
All right, Bill.
Good. We built this city on cheap slave labor.
Oh.
See, they started the bid, Anthony.
Boston, or we built this city on massive corruption.
That as well.
Yes.
All right,
Have a
thank
good
you.
day, guys.
Thank you. We'll see you up in Mansfield. Saturday is the next O&A Traveling Virus Comedy
This
show.
Saturday?
Wow.
Saturday.
Look at us
It is
go.
here. Wow. And don't forget, we got that military special, which is huge. Yep. You got a military ID. We are letting you in free this Saturday. in Mansfield when we do the comedy tour with, of course, 9 comedians you know and love from the show. Tickets still available through Ticketmaster, and all the info is on Virus Tour, one word, on MySpace.
Where is Mansfield? How far from Boston is that?
It's kind of like southwest.
Far from Boston?
I'm trying to remember because, back when we were up at AF, it was a hike. It's probably about, 45 minutes, I'm thinking, from Boston?
Is it really?
I think. I haven't been there in a while.
I might have to leave after the show Friday and hit a casino on the way up, and then get there Saturday.
There you go.
Might have
So
to
much
do that.
so much for your $50,000. That's been whittled down the last couple of weeks, huh?
Well, no.
I've never seen you peel off more hundreds in the last 2 weeks.
Well, it was for the show, so
no kidding.
it's deductible.
But I could tell you were a big winner. You're just pulling out hundreds like it was nothing.
I had
paying
to-
off listeners, bribing them so we
I
can
had to pay off the listeners to do wacky things.
Right.
That's what I do now.
My birthday is Thursday.
Oh.
So I'm going to Chicago, but there's a big birthday celebration at the Mansfield Tweeter Center.
Oh, Jimmy. And it really is his birthday.
It's really his birthday.
Yeah, they're going to bring me a cake, and we're going to break Voss's other arm.
Yeah, we're going to have to do something special for you. How about the whole crowd just sings happy birthday to Jimmy?
Well, that'll be special.
Oh, nothing too crazy. I don't want to get arrested.
Hey, also, don't forget, the rest of the cities left on the comedy tour. Tomorrow, is 2 for Tuesday, Rock Scream Tuesday, and also $10 ticket Tuesday.
$10 ticket Tuesday.
For the rest of the dates on our comedy tour.
Wow.
Tomorrow is the day you can get a $10 ticket. Keep listening to your local station for all the details, okay? All right, we'll take our first break. We got lots of great stories today, man. Oh, yeah, I know, Than. It's brought to you by Bud Light. Always. Always worth it. We're going to tell you what Rosie O'Donnell's been up to since leaving The View. Also,
does anyone care? Is it one of those things where someone cares?
You'll
Is
laugh.
she wacky? She lost her mind?
You'll laugh. You'll laugh.
I do.
Don't you worry. And then we got some great stories in the news today. We got to do a little news today. Buffalo, you got a guy getting beaten by his own leg. You got the sniper story. You got the story where it makes you question God.
Of course.
We just got lots and lots of stuff to get to. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be back. Phone number 877-212-5762. It's Opie and Anthony. Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
By today's best companies. Our convenient evening and online classes let you balance your studies with work and home life. Attend Iona's graduate information sessions at 6 p.m. at our main campus in New Rochelle, Wednesday, July 18th, or at our Rockland Graduate Center in Pearl River, Thursday, July 19th. To register, call 800-231-IONA or online at iona.edu. Earn a graduate degree that matters at Iona.
And good morning, everybody. July 17th, Iron Eagle, Chris Carlin with you in the AM. Just looked over to Continent here and asked him if he wanted me to open up the show, and looked back at me like he was Marty Feldman from Young Frankenstein. Like, I realized that I haven't been a big part of the radio station when I entered the building today. And you know the main entrance here at Kaufman Astoria Studios, very, very tight security. Yeah. And it's as if I was dropped in from another time, like early 90s. As it was, the guy looked at me as if I was wearing Zubaz pants and a Guns N' Roses concert shirt. Because he said, "What are you here for?" I said, "Well, no, I have ID." He goes, "I've never seen an ID like that." I showed him like a 1991 FAN ID. It's peeling off the back. The photo, I'm not even sure I was capable of growing facial hair. And he still let me in the building. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? I'm surprised he even stopped you asking. I think I just naturally stop. Like you see a security desk and you naturally stop. How long did you spend yesterday looking for that ID? It was in my bag. I can show you my bag of fun here. And I have like cough drops from 1991. I think there are Ludens in there from somewhere. It's good to see you. How was the map?
I took no nap. I just feel like I'm on a constant red eye, and it's the second day.
Where's the baggage claim at Newark?
Exactly. I'm like roaming the streets of Astoria looking for my bag.
Oh, God. Well,
I'm
listen,
fine. No nap.
So you went to the movies yesterday afternoon.
I took my son to... I gave him the choice. Well, we can get into this later. Look, you can see Transformers or you can see Harry Potter. 10-year-old. And he went Transformers.
And how was it?
I didn't think it was half bad.
All right.
The first 3 hours were pretty good. The last 45 minutes got a little slow.
Okay.
It was a long movie.
And you did not, and it being a long movie, you on short rest clearly.
I did not fall asleep. There were moments.
Was it
where I almost dipped out.
Was it in that last 45 minutes? It was slow.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. I could have seen it happening.
Are you going to see this film, The Transformers?
No.
Yeah.
There's honestly
something about a former toy that you played with in your childhood.
I never played with a Transformer.
You never played with a Transformer?
That was a little beyond my time.
Really?
Yeah. You were not playing with Transformers when you were a kid.
What are you waiting for?
The Etch-a-Sketch movie? That's right.
Etch-a-Sketch. The film. Easy bake oven. Oh, I played with that. Burn your finger. Oh, I played with that. I'm not doubting that. That should have been ugly, simply for cupcake reasons. I tell you, Mom, Chris made 48 cakes. She's killing me. Oh, and the light bulb. The easy bake oven exploded. The 1 watt light bulb has blown out. Oh, God. When it did blow out, that was a problem. Oh, man. I lost it one time. All right, we got a lot to get to. We'll get into the Yankees. We'll get into the Mets. We'll check the news right now. Karen Stewart is here.
Good morning, everybody. We've got a recall on some baby food that we want to tell you about. It's from Gerber.
Speaking.
Statue of Liberty for bad sounds.
California. Faraway phone call?
Well,
No.
well, are the rules far away from us or far away from everyone listening?
It should be far away from everyone listening.
It really
You're
should
right.
be.
I think we're still being heard in San Francisco on a tiny, tiny little AM in the middle of nowhere.
And,
I think some AM that transmits from Alcatraz. That's what we're down to in San Francisco. Thanks for the support in San Francisco.
Aye.
All right. Here's a real one.
Opie's, see, people are criticizing.
You can't criticize on Rock Scream Contact.
Well, if you were to criticize, someone says Opie's Rock Scream sounds like a prison rape. Someone also suggesting your rock scream sounds like someone falling towards the earth. Yeah.
Well, what can I tell you?
Your rock scream was better yesterday when you were squeezing one out.
You know, that squeeze out from yesterday caused a major headache.
That's not a good sign.
A major headache.
Could have been like some kind of aneurysm.
Well, I stopped breathing and I pushed so hard I almost passed out.
Did you pop a vein?
I forgot to tell you that yesterday. I almost passed out. Getting ready to, get the duty hat together.
Yeah.
We can't even explain the duty hat over here. Sorry.
No, it was good. That was fun.
Yeah.
It is what you think it is.
Yeah.
It's ending with Fan just,
It's just two simple words. Duty hat.
and then Fan just smacking the top of the hat.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Let's just keep it like that. Steve in Boston, what's going on?
Not much. Going down the highway with my seatbelt off.
I would suggest his door was ajar.
He said his seatbelt is off.
Oh, it's not seatbelt off Tuesday.
Steve, what are you getting at?
Is your door ajar?
Yes, it could be.
Dumb. Okay.
All right.
Finally, a faraway phone call.
From where? Oh, okay, we'll take that in a second. Let's say hi to Charlie in Philly. Charlie!
Opie, Anthony, Jimmy, what's up, boys?
What's up, Charlie?
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, I'd like to give a rock scream for Rock Scream Tuesday.
All right, let's go, Charlie.
That's an E-Rock scream.
Hey, Jimmy? Jimmy?
That'll never work.
All right.
Flying Frunkus.
It makes combinations of everything.
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
I like him.
E-Rock Scream Tuesday, that guy did.
We're taking Cat Noise Wednesday off the schedule.
Yeah, people are abusing it.
Yeah, they're abusing it. As soon as they start abusing one of these, then we have to take it away from everybody. Trevor, Dublin. You're really calling from Dublin?
Yeah, I'm visiting my family over here.
Oh, so you're not Irish, well,
I am Irish.
but you're from Ireland.
No, I actually was born there when I was 5 and came here when I was 6. So.
That's okay. There's no need. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's where you are, and you're in Dublin.
Listening to us?
Oh, yeah.
On the old internet?
Nope, on the satellite radio. Right along.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Now you're a liar.
See,
Sir.
satellite radio doesn't go to Europe.
It doesn't go over there, sir.
Yeah.
So you're lying.
You're lying to us. So now,
Fess up.
now admit you're lying.
Admit it.
Prove that I'm lying.
Because the satellite coverage is only over the United States, parts of Canada, and parts of the South, maybe a little piece of Mexico and stuff, but it covers the United States.
Yeah, we get into Mexico a little bit because we heard from that Mexican dentist. Remember?
But sir, there is no satellite over Dublin.
Yeah.
See the satellite? Huh?
I said it works over here, so...
No, it doesn't. Just admit you're lying, sir, please. We know technology-wise it can't work.
Yeah. Why are you continuing to lie to us?
The satellite is it's in an orbit that stays over the United States. How could it transmit to you, sir?
By the time I explained it to you, the show will be over.
No, try. Go ahead.
Because satellites go around in orbit, and, you know...
Did you ever hear of a synchronous orbit? It's the orbit of the satellite is spinning the same speed of the Earth, and it stays in the same spot over the Earth. It never goes over Dublin. So how are you hearing us? You have to admit you're lying before we let you go.
I'm Irish. I'm stubborn, so...
Where are you? Where are you calling from in Jersey?
I'm from Jersey. Hell no.
Okay, where are you from?
Where are you from?
Really from Queens, but I'm really in Dublin.
No, you're not.
You can't be in Dublin if you're telling us you're listening to us on the satellite.
Dude, it's not Liar Friday.
What's Liar Friday?
Come on.
How's the weather over there?
Geosynchronous orbit.
What time is it?
About 1 o'clock.
Sorry.
1 o'clock
Stu.
in the morning?
Afternoon.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wait, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So
pull out that iPhone.
Well, we got iPhones.
All right.
We got iPhones. We'll figure this out.
1 in the afternoon.
Huh? Would it be 1 what? 1 what? This
1:18.
1:18? Oh, that means we got to take a break.
No. Now you're done for. Oh my God! It's like 11:15.
Yes, my iPhone's telling me it's 11:15.
Yeah, dude, it's 11:15 in Dublin.
Can you please admit you're lying?
Just say you're lying and you're in the United States.
Am I going to prize if I admit that I'm lying?
Yes.
Yes, we got the Alec Baldwin Best of SNL.
Yes.
I admit I'm lying about a lot of things.
Where are you?
I'm in the house.
I hate you.
I'm hanging up on you.
Come on.
Admit you're lying, and then you get the Alec Baldwin Best of SNL.
I admit I'm lying.
All right, where are you calling from, really?
Where are you calling from? My girlfriend's house in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Dublin.
All right, there goes Trevor.
You'll get nothing.
Give him the Alec Baldwin Best of SNL. What the hell?
As a punishment.
Hey, let's take a call from Providence. Steve, what's going on today?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy.
Well,
I was just calling, actually hoping to compete for the Alec Baldwin DVD. Maybe if you have a second one.
oh, we might just have... No, we're finally out of the Alec Baldwin Best of SNL.
We have given away our second of 2 of those items.
Those things went like hotcakes.
They sure did, Anthony. Maybe we could give you something else. All right,
I was actually hoping maybe I could try a little rock scream if I could.
Oh, man.
How about the Best of Phil Hartman?
Uh-oh.
He's no Baldwin, but he'll do just fine.
All right, we'll give you the Saturday Night Live, the Best of Phil Hartman. Go ahead, Steve.
All right, here's my rock scream. This is for you, Jimmy.
Meow. Attaboy. Oh. I don't want to waste.
No, you're wasting them. We need rock screams. It's rock screams. Hey, by the way, it's also $10 Ticket Tuesday. This is really going on. We want to say good morning to everybody listening in Boston, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Jersey, and, of course, Philly. All day long today, starting at 9 a.m., $10 tickets for the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour.
Nice to see Boston jumped aboard on that.
They absolutely did, and Boston's also running that special. If you got a military ID, you get in free this Saturday in Mansfield. All the info for the comedy tour is on Virus Tour, one word, on MySpace. But it's 8 or 9 comedians you know and love from the show. We got videos. We got tailgating. We got the O&A Village. Expect to spend at least 5 to 6 hours. It's an all-day thing.
Even the Coast Guard?
Even the Coast Guard, yes.
Okay.
Brought to you by Bud Light, always worth it. Don't forget, $10 tickets all day long today through Ticketmaster for Boston, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Jersey, and Philly. All right?
Bravo.
All right, a quick break, and I gotta bring up what you were talking about in the office after the break.
Oh, my solution.
Anthony has figured out everyone's problems.
I figured out the world's problems.
No.
Actually,
No, you figured out the United States.
the United
American
States problems.
problems, right.
God, if
He's
I
got a
could-
solution.
Yeah.
That includes brand new money.
Well, it could. Somebody else brought that up. I never brought that up, but I kind of like the idea.
But you didn't say, no, that's going a little too far.
It fits with my theory.
Anthony wants to rule America.
Well, not with an iron fist
We'll get into
for
it.
our people.
We'll get into it next.
Yo, we will.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Could be the most disgusting program you've ever heard. What the hell is that?
Oh, my God.
That is effed up.
Just to clarify, it doesn't leak on its own.
Oh, my God. What are you, crazy? What are you, insane? What does he have?
He has rotting corneas. What do you have?
I have rotting corneas.
Wow.
Let's just say he's got a growth.
All right, a scrotal growth.
Scrotal growth.
It's the return of What the Hell Is That on the Opie and Anthony Show. If there's something on your body and you're pretty sure it doesn't belong there, call the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
That was the prognosis.
What do you think it is? What is the C sign? Canker sore.
Tanker.roboticurology.com. When you decide to go HD, you want to make sure you get your HD service from IO Digital Cable. And I'll tell you why. A, because unlike satellite or phone company TV, HD is free with IO Digital Cable. And B, because when you decide on IO in HD, it's not like that's it, done deal, moving on. See, IO keeps adding more free HD channels all the time. National Geographic HD, Discovery HD Theater, Golf Channel HD, hey, even Kung Fu HD. Now, IO offers you 40 HD channels, free, more than any satellite or phone company, the most anywhere. And IO is the only place that brings you every HD game for all 9 New York sports teams, with the best HD picture and sound available anywhere. Best of all, it's free. Going HD? IO Digital Cable is like a smart decision that keeps getting smarter. One more reason it's Optimum, or it's not. For details, call 1-888-5-OPTIMUM, or visit Optimum.com. 6:05 on the Fan, Wednesday in the AM. Iron Eagle, Chris Carlin with you till 10. And then Joe and Evan stop on by here on WFAN. There was a time, unless I just completely imagined this, Chris, there was a time where you would come into this radio station and they would have fresh bagels waiting for you in the newsroom. What time was that, Ian? Various... In your little fantasy world? I'm telling you, there was a time. I'm not going crazy. Eddie, back me on this. Wasn't there a time where we had a deal with a bagel joint?
It was, bagels and muffins.
Yes, there were muffins. Now you come in, I don't know how long this has been, and I feel like Ethan Hawke from the movie Alive. I'm looking for hot mustard packets. Just to get me through the first half hour. We have some soy sauce out there. There's plenty of soy sauce to choose from, and non-dairy creamer. And pepper, but no salt. No salt. But you can have as much pepper, an endless supply of pepper. What's wrong with this picture? I don't know. Problem is that
treated toilet.
Where's the buffet?
The buffet?
There's no morning buffet here.
And honestly, if you were going to put your money on anybody screaming about the buffet, would it be you?
No, you know what it is? It's not even for me. It's for everyone else. I think that's why I'm troubled.
No, it's for you.
Yeah, you know what?
It is for me, damn it.
I'll come out and say it. I don't want a ketchup packet. I don't eat ketchup.
And the breakfast the last couple of days has not treated you well in the long
It
run.
has not. It has not.
So we'll make a change today. We'll discuss it. We'll break it down, and then we'll go.
When are we going to have that discussion exactly?
Whenever you want.
Because basically it seems like the intern comes over and says, I've got 8 orders for breakfast, and we're about to leave. Do you want anything?
You know, when Mike and Chris were doing the mornings, Dog, a couple of weeks in a row on Friday, actually paid to bring a chef in and had like a little what? Yeah, there was an omelet bar. What was this, a bar mitzvah? No. No. I'm telling you, I had pancakes in the newsroom. I tell you, it gave the wonderful aroma of crackling bacon. And oh my God.
You can make food in the newsroom?
Have you smelled crackling bacon recently?
Recently, no.
No, but you remember.
I would have to go back to camp.
The halcyon days of camp.
Yeah. So Chris actually brought in an omelet chef.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear that booking process.
I had pancakes.
Well, I would love for you to make some omelets for the crew. You will come to Astoria.
In mine? I will have a little tomato.
I will have tomato. Exactly.
Yeah.
Chopped onion. This is true. You're not making this up.
No, he did it a couple of times, and it was fantastic.
But where is that person? Maybe I would be willing to step up if I knew of this option.
I'll get a number. Thanks. I have it in my book outside.
Yeah, get me a card, please.
How are you?
I'm doing well. We got a lot to cover. We'll get into it after we do the news. Karen Stewart is here.
Good morning, everybody. D.C. Mayor Adrian Fenty, he is throwing his support behind Senator Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know what's going on, because I called Tom back, and it was a little too late, I guess, and we never connected, and I guess you got a call from him as well.
I got a call, but he sent in an email.
He said Hummer Tuesday was quite the discussion today. Quite the discussion all over Washington with the lawyers.
I saw a string of about 10 emails and read each one and the response to it and then the response to that, and it just got more and more panicked, more and more panicky. It just started off with like, hey, this promotion they're doing, what do you think? This seems like it could be bad in this way, that, and then by the end it was just lawyers writing, millions of dollars. Shut up. Lawyers.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And then they look at you right in your eyes and go, we're really here to help you. No, you're not. It's not your job on the line to try to get ratings and try to get people interested in your radio show.
Nope.
I think they would look at this whole thing differently if their jobs were on the line, if they had something to lose. But instead, they don't have anything to lose. They just want to play it as safe as possible. And then they fire us because we don't have the ratings that they need to sell. And then they throw another show in here.
Slappy and wappy
And
show.
then the lawyers continue effing up their show.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Apparently not as bad as ours, though, from what I hear.
Oh, my God.
I'm hearing things.
God bless Philly, man. They're getting away with murder down there.
Philly, L.A. I'm hearing, like, things, people are getting away with murder.
The stuff I was hearing in Philly and the words they're still allowed to use down there, and we're attempting to compete with these same shows.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be kidding me. But they don't care, because they'll just get another show in here, and then they continue with their jobs.
Yeah.
That's all that matters in
They
the end.
keep going. They don't care. If there's trouble, though, their job might be jeopardized.
So that was the big news overnight. Hummer Tuesday's in jeopardy for some reason. Are we allowed to still say it, but we're not allowed to, like, take phone calls?
Yeah, can't
and
do
describe it any further? Oh,
it's great radio. We just say it. Hummer Tuesday.
Oh, because that makes for exciting radio.
Yeah.
Just to say it. Oh, thanks for allowing us to continue saying that.
You know,
I guess that's a victory for us, right?
I also got this inkling that somebody thought that it might have been a tie-in to the Hummer vehicles and asked, is this a sponsor thing? Because if it was, of course, there would have been no problem with it.
Yeah.
If there's some cash rolling in because of it, there would have been no problem.
All right, then let's sponsor Hummer Tuesday, and then of course it'll be all right. Of course it will.
Someone go out and get Hummer, the vehicle,
right,
to sponsor Hummer Tuesday, and then we can talk about it.
Holy crap.
Like, hey, give a Hummer, and we mean the vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean the vehicle, a Humvee.
The other thing that happened overnight, E-Rock found our old instant replays. You know this stuff.
No.
Boring.
Yes.
These things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All the sounds that are getting way old. Alert.
All this?
Yeah.
He found our old machine when we were at NEW, and he's like, it would be such a great bit to just plug it in and see what's on this machine. You guys haven't heard this machine in like 5 years.
Yeah.
He goes, but I already kind of listened to a lot of this stuff, and we're going to just have to do it over at XM because there's no way we can play any of these sounds anymore. And 5 years ago, we were playing on a daily basis, and there was no problems whatsoever with anybody. There was no problems with lawyers, no problems with the listeners, no complaints came in. But E-Rock's going, we can't play half this stuff anymore.
We should just plug it in and see what gets dumped.
Just sounds? You can't do sound, like, what is it?
Yeah.
No sounds Thursday?
And it's not even like curses or anything. It was stuff that was completely legal 5 years ago, and for some reason, some of this stuff is not legal anymore.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
You people give other people, like, the reason to get up in the morning to work.
That's what we do.
Without you two, they would have nothing to talk about or do.
That's right. That drive would stink.
Eventually, we're going to have nothing to talk about because they're taking it all away slowly. Without helping us, without saying, well, all right, obviously you guys got to reinvent yourself, and we're going to take another bit away from you. But this is what we're working on to kind of help you guys as we move forward in this new climate. That's the problem I have with this company, with the corporate and with the lawyers. They're not helping us. They're just hindering us at this point.
They talk about the new climate. We know about the new climate.
All right, so help us get around this stuff. That's all we're asking for.
We're working within it.
That's ridiculous when people say you have to reinvent yourself. You change with the times. You two aren't going to come in tomorrow like this with pipes or, being sports guys. Just how you reinvent yourself.
No,
just change with the times.
Yeah. We constantly change. I mean, we've been at this 12, 13 years now, and our show that we do now is drastically different than the first show we did, which is drastically different than the show that we did at NEW. It's always changing, but the problem I have is they're taking so much stuff away from us. But supposedly we work for this huge conglomerate, this huge corporation. I need my echo. Huge! And they don't give us anything.
Yeah.
They really don't give us anything. What they do is take stuff away slowly but surely, one thing at a time. Like this Hummer Tuesday, that most people would be like, why are you guys bitching? Well, because we added to the list of all the other things that have been taken away in the last 17 months.
A lot of things.
And you know what? When you fast forward 17 months and you look at this list, it's pretty impressive, the stuff we can't do anymore. They're just chipping away one thing at a time.
Chip, 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 chip. Yeah. It's disgusting.
So I guess we got to talk to Tom about that. I guess we'll be allowed to say Hummer Tuesday, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's wonderful.
Happy Hummer Tuesday.
That's wonderful. So
on Tuesday. When's Wednesday? It's Whip Out Wednesday. We'll see how long that lasts.
Let's say hi to Frank in Massapequa. Frank, what's up?
Hey there, Frank.
Oh, I know they've been having the discussions about Whip Out Wednesday, because when we met with the lawyers and we kind of brought that up, they're like, yeah, we're well aware that you're still doing it. And they're like trying to figure out how to take that one away from us.
No one's ever been happy with that one.
And they're going to try to take that one away from us eventually as well. And they'll do it in such a smooth way. And that'll just go away as well. And then no one gives a crap that it was probably one of the biggest things ever invented in radio. And they'll just take it away like it's no big deal.
I think the way they do that is to stop printing up bumper stickers.
Well, they haven't printed up brand new WOW stickers.
I know.
This station here in New York flipped. It went from a talk station to basically an alternative rock station with the K-Rock call letters coming back. I don't see WOW stickers. That's something in the old days. That would have been one of the first things. Hey, changing the call letters back to K-Rock, and look, open this box, boys. Brand new K-Rock WOW stickers.
Have big sticker stops all over the city, but no.
I think K-Rock's been back, over a month now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a month and a half, and not even a sign that we have WOW stickers on the way. Let's say hi to Frank in Massapequa. What's up?
What's up, guys? First of all, you guys are the only reason why I don't rip my radio out of my dashboard.
Thank you, sir.
The second thing is lawyers will tell you exactly what you want to hear. But the main concern, their first priority, is to make sure they don't get sued. So they'll talk smooth to you, tell you, oh, we're here for you, we'll take care of everything, don't worry, we got your back. But yet, they're going to try to, like you said before, chip away, make sure that they don't get sued. So
yeah, they're just
priority corporation, that's it.
a lot of chipping away. I mean, there was a lot of discussions behind the scenes. They wanted us to meet with the lawyers and try to work some things out. And Anthony and I just didn't want to meet with the lawyers because we know how this goes. And they're like, but we think this is very, very important. You guys really need to meet with the lawyers so we can figure this out, figure out how we can work together and figure out how to get some of these things done for you guys. Mm-hmm. And then we sat in a 2-hour meeting and basically listened to the lawyers tell us why we can't do stuff. And I'm like, don't insult my intelligence. I already know why we can't do stuff. That's not the reason we're here. The reason we're here is to figure out things we can do, other things the company could bring to us to make it easier for us to entertain our listeners. Mm-hmm. We don't need to know why we can't do things. We don't need a whole discussion on Janet Jackson at this point. We're well aware.
I think I know about that situation.
We're beyond educated when it comes to the FCC, indecency, Janet Jackson, Bono saying the F word on TV, the Don Imus thing. Trust me, we keep up on all that stuff. So the meeting was a waste of time. Hence, why did we have to meet with them? After arguing for weeks that we really need to have this meeting.
Because they need some kind of record that they met with us,
right.
I think.
And then since that meeting, they have now taken another thing away from us. Mm-hmm. That's not helping the show.
Lawyers.
Other people, they say the no's. They're like networks. When they say no to, they say it so well, the no's almost sound like yeses.
Like, wow, did they just say yes? No, that was a no. Oh.
So
it sounded like a yes.
So today we're at a point where now we can't even suggest things that you guys could do out there.
Yeah.
We can't even suggest that, see, I can't even say it because they're going to dump out it definitely in Washington. They've been dumping out behind our backs, and we didn't even know until yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't even know about that.
We have a dump guy here in New York that should take care of the entire network. He rarely F's up. And then they have somebody in the individual stations on a dump button.
As like an emergency
just in
backup.
case. But if that person is pushing that button more than once a month, then they're out of control. Because Al is really, really good. We make fun of him, but Al is really good at editing this radio show. Yeah. And we find out overnight that somebody in Washington has been dumping out like crazy, running out of dump. And it all revolved around us talking about this Homer Tuesday. And guess what? Lack of communication. We're in a communication business, and they don't even communicate this to us.
Yeah, it would have been nice to
we found out in an email string yesterday.
That they were just pounding the dump button. Who knew? Boy, that must have sounded great.
No kidding.
Hacked up.
No kidding. And you don't think that affects the show and the listening experience when you're dumping out like crazy and you don't even tell us, get a note back to us that you're dumping out of this? So today on this fine Wednesday, we're learning that now we can't even suggest things.
No, not that.
Because that is very dangerous.
Especially not that.
For some reason.
I don't know. Just kind of the situation. What is it with sex? My God, what is it with sex? Everyone seems to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you're straight or gay or you want to do it by yourself, everyone seems to just adore sex.
And let's make it perfectly clear. There's things you can't discuss sex in certain ways, or you're gonna get in trouble with the FCC. That's not what we're talking about today.
No.
You can talk about Homer Tuesday in such a way that adults will enjoy it, and the FCC will keep their stupid noses out of your business.
If you walked around with a ballot and Homer Tuesday was on it and it had yes and no, 9 out of people would put yes on it. Who would say no to that? Like, who?
If they even knew what it was, our listeners know because they know like the whole thing. But, like, yeah, everyone likes sex and stuff. But for some reason, everybody just has this problem with hearing about it.
Yeah.
Even in the most vague terms.
It's such an uptight society.
Oh, it'd just be great to get on the radio and just openly talk about what you did last night in the sack, or, what your fantasies are, or what you've done in your youthful conquest. And not disgustingly graphic detail, but, with a few details in there.
Sure.
Maybe it would educate some people, make them better lovers and make happier couples. But for some reason they scream, "The children!
Oh my God!
The children!" How many children that haven't heard any of the words are actually listening to this show?
Yeah.
Well, I know we got a few, but they listen. They're dirty-mouthed little kids anyway. Their parents raising them like crap.
Yeah, they're helpless.
They're listening to this show. They're cursing in front of their parents, calling them by their first names.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, Carol.
Hey, listen, we got to take a break. We'll continue So we're kind of, we're a bit angry, so someone's going to have to suffer today. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
You're going to suffer.
That's how we roll. Find a Harry Potter line. We're going to have fun today. Oh, that's how we roll. Find a Harry Potter line. Someone has to suffer.
If there is an adult that cares an iota about any part of the Harry Potter book being spoiled, you need to just... Fan, you care about it.
Yeah.
Oh, my
He's
God.
a big fan. Fan loves the book.
Baby. It's a baby book. It's got the colorful little pictures on the cover. He's holding up the break sign. Oh, it's embarrassing.
Well, on my ride in this morning, I saw a lot of lines.
Yeah.
People are lining up for the book. I say someone has to suffer today to make ourselves feel better about ourselves.
I say drive by.
Huh?
Drive by.
Yeah. A drive-by spoiling.
Drive-by bullhorning.
A drive-by spoiling will happen on the show. Is that okay? The lawyers will allow that, right?
Well, there could be repercussions if somebody gets up in anger and hits their head.
Shut up.
Go away.
We go 20 levels of danger with anything we talk about.
Go away. We need some young lawyers with some bright ideas and new ways to look at things. Some young gunslingers that understand what we're trying to accomplish with this radio show and actually have ideas to help us out instead of making it harder. We need young gunslingers.
Yep.
All right, we got lots to do today. Rich Voss in studio. We got Lewis Black calling in today. Very cool. It is Whip 'em Out Wednesday. For now, they'll probably take that away.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
But for now, it's still Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Get your WOW stickers, even though the flagship station here in New York doesn't have WOW stickers.
No WOW stickers.
Well, that's not a big deal. That doesn't hinder a radio show or anything. Also, it's Cat Noise Wednesday. And because you're sitting in Jim Norton's seat, sometime this morning, Rich Voss will be doing a butt rub with somebody. It's Opie and Anthony.
Could be the most disgusting program you've ever heard. What the hell is that?
Oh, my God.
That is effed up.
Just to clarify, it doesn't leak on its own.
Oh, my God. What are you, crazy? What are you, insane?
What does he have?
He has rotting corneas.
What do you have? I have rotting corneas.
Wow. Let's just say he's got a growth.
All right, a scrotal growth.
Scrotal growth.
It's the return of What the Hell Is That on the Opie and Anthony Show. If there's something on your body and you're pretty sure it doesn't belong there, call the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
How's the prognosis? What do you think it is?
What is the C sign? Canker sore. Canker sore.
Our highly trained staff, which may or may not include a medical professional, will evaluate your oddity and then point it back accordingly. Grand prize, a brand new Apple iPhone. For more information, visit our website or email travis@foundrymusic.com.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. 92.3 K-Rock. All things rock. 92.3krock.com. Listen live, concert calendar, music news, rock videos, the O&A page, and more. 92.3krock.com. All things rock.
Hey, you know, bars like to shake you down and leave you with nothing in your pockets when you leave. Not 1849 Bar and Grill. 1849 is located at 183 Bleecker Street, right near the corner of McDougal. There's always something going on at 1849 Bar and Grill. Excuse me. Most bar specials around 7 or 8, end around 7 or 8 on Mondays. 1849s go all the way until 1 a.m. How about that? Then comes Loco Tuesdays, which makes Tuesday Cinco de Mayo all the time. They have Midweek Madness specials on Wednesday to keep that inexpensive week going. 1849 Bar and Grill is a great place to watch the game. Check out their website at 1849nyc.com. You could also call them at 212-505-3200. 1849 Bar and Grill on 183 Bleecker is Manhattan's best deal. Check it.
Developed by a leading expert in brain function. Experience the secret that unlocks the real power of your brain, allowing you to read 10 books in the time it takes others to read one. Try this demo absolutely free by calling 1-800-400-3613. 1-800-400-3613. Imagine how this can help your entire family.
Work has gotten so much easier. I'm focusing more, I'm flying through emails, I'm getting a lot more done in less time. And for me, that means spending more time with my family.
My homework's faster than ever, and my grades are to the roof.
Unlock your brain's true potential. Try your free demo of IQ today because it's only available for a limited time. For the free demo, dial 1-800-400-3613. That number again is 1-800-400-3613.
6:05 on the fan. It is a Thursday in the AM. Iron Eagle Chris Carlin with you. Oh, and he's back. That's right. Hello. It's the Chuckster, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Morning, Chuck. It's good to be here. Oh, you look well. I feel fine. We charged the batteries, so to speak?
A little bit. Yes, as a matter of fact. It was a good time. Incident on the plane, we'll let that go. On the plane, we'll let that go. No, we're not going to get into that.
No, you don't want to start your morning with that story.
No. With that little gem. No.
Was it a Clayton like incident on the plane, Chuck?
Let's just say that the Chuckster, as some people do know, is prone to acute vertigo.
Yeah.
Motion sickness.
Let me read between the lines.
Don't even read between the lines. You don't need to, kid.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
You don't want to see them.
I can't handle those lines. Let's face it.
Oh, man. I mean, I become dramatically ill. That sign on the plane bathroom doors say occupado for a while, Chuck. Not a good. Not a good. No.
You know, you feel bad for Chuck.
Yeah.
You feel worse for the person who draws the seat assignment.
You know what?
Next to Chuck.
Let me just say this: nothing occurred on the plane.
Okay.
Nothing occurred on the plane.
Okay.
But you're a pro. I made it on.
And you know how to handle these situations. You know that you can get yourself to a certain point.
You really can't control it. I mean, it was just a luck of the draw. So.
Wow. Boy. Wow. We're creating a visual for you this morning.
Yeah.
That's how you want to start your day.
Yeah. No, that's not. No.
But we won't even. But you know what? You're here and you're feeling better.
Oh,
so
much better. Thank you very much. Much better.
We have a lot to get to. The Michael Vick story certainly taking another turn, and we'll get into it with the Atlanta Falcons quarterback and what is now becoming a snowball effect with his career and his life. We'll talk about that. Yankees and Mets, action from last night. We'll get into that. The situation in New York City right now after the steam explosion. And again, we're almost programmed to think this way. When you hear of something like this, your first reaction, sadly, in this day and age, is, was this related to terrorism in any way? And it's a shame that your brain goes there, but you can't help it. And fortunately, it was not. It was not connected in any way.
Not if you're in this area and you see something like that. The dimensions of what happened with the 1,074-foot Chrysler building completely enveloped in what, thank God, was steam. And I say thank God simply because it was not the kind of explosion, but I mean, obviously the images.
Well, it's got
in the initial video.
Right, the video was troubling.
People out. Of course it did.
Absolutely. I mean, when it's covering buildings, like Chuck said, I mean, it's unbelievable. And when you turn on the television and you get that pit in your stomach on first glance, and then as the information is relayed to you, you begin to calm down and just kind of take it in.
With relief, even though, I mean, this thing was tragic. One person did die of cardiac arrest, a woman, and 30 people were hurt. 2 of them are in critical condition. One got terribly burned. The operator of if people hadn't seen the video, there is a crater in the middle of 41st Street and Lexington Avenue, Midtown Manhattan. This occurred last evening, right at the height of our rush period here. And in the middle of the crater, a tow truck that was flipped into the crater, and that guy is burned over 80% of his body. I believe. So he's in terrible condition, and you know, this thing was just, it was horrific.
Well, now, have they determined yet the exact cause? Because they were talking about the fact that a lot of the downpour of rain that we had yesterday could have been involved in cold water getting into the pipes.
I honestly don't know. All we do know is that this is part of the infrastructure of New York City, which a lot of which is very, very old. This thing's 83-year-old, 24-inch pipe. As somebody said this morning, I heard, in a case of an old pipe acting its age.
Well, and let's face it, this is not the only old pipe underneath the ground in New York City.
No, hardly.
So sadly, scratching the surface, 1924, that, at least initially for Mayor Bloomberg, that is the sense that this exploded under extreme pressure.
and an infiltration of cold rainwater came in. Might have been damaged by a main water break. We'll tell you all about that. We'll get into the troubles also in New York, keep you updated on the traffic and how this changes your morning commute as well. Just getting started on a Thursday, and it's time for the news. Here he is, Charles McCord.
And this chaotic incident prompted a 5 or 6 alarm response here in New York. That's better than 200 firefighters and a certain number of equipment responding as... I don't know.
I said Wilkes-Barre. Yeah, it's Wilkes-Barre.
What are you? You're asking a hillbilly here?
Yes, because there he goes. You know what? What this brings to light, just pick one. If you live in that area, are you Scranton or are you Wilkes-Barre?
Well, they pick Wilkes-Barre. Yes, they do.
Eddie, don't ruin my whole thing here. I want them to pick one. I don't want you to pick one. Hey, bit killer, relax.
Quit breaking down that fourth wall.
No, Eddie is...
Let me go ahead, Eddie, the outline for the show today.
He's awake. Yeah, where is the outline? Because I haven't got one of those.
Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, exactly. Let Ian do Scranton Wilkes-Barre rant, uninterrupted and unfettered. Hello? Yeah, that's an uncomfortable moment. Ian Eagle, Chris Carlin, Charles McCord, with you here on the Fan.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I mean, I think he'll play a role, but as we've talked about, I am not going to sit here and think that he's going to step in and be a major contributor down the stretch, because I think that's unfair.
I don't know if he can give you more than 5 innings or 6 innings.
Right.
And I'm not saying that because of the injury. I'm saying that because that's the way that he has been programmed. If you take a look at his numbers leading up to this year when he was finally going to get a shot, he has not shown, and maybe that's part of their approach, that he's anything more than a 6-inning pitcher.
I have honestly been surprised that the Yankee, you even hear from Yankee hierarchy, so to speak, or, the sources, things like that, about the idea that he is going to come in and immediately take that spot and immediately step in for the rest of the year. You don't know that. You don't know that. This guy's made 2 starts in the major leagues. He was terrific in one of them, but it's early. He still has a lot of growing to do as a pitcher. I don't know that he's going to come in and I can't say, he'll be better than K.A. Gallup, but that's not saying much. I mean, I can't sit here and think that he's going to come in and I don't think people expect him to be an ace, but I think they expect him to win more often than not.
629, Eagle and Carlin with you on the Fan.
You are listening to Chris Carlin and Ian Eagle on Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York. Cover your ears. If you're driving, get your passengers to cover them for you, because the following information regarding the Volvo XC... It's too hot! For more hot details, call 1-888-MITSU-2008 or go to MitsubishiCars.com.
.05 on a Friday. Ian Eagle, Chris Carlin in the AM once again.
A tear. For it is our final day.
Oh, you're already emotional, aren't you?
I could be. Could be.
There's a pretty good chance that...
I didn't sleep very much, and it was really not the reason why.
This is going to be like Aha from the 80s. A one-hit wonder. A one-week wonder. Dexy's Midnight Riders.
Runners.
Or runners. It's 6:05.
This is it. You're done?
No, well, you know what? I realize that I'm not in great mental shape when I'm driving in and I'm mindlessly singing along to the song Kokomo.
No, you were not.
Yes, I was.
Oh, God.
And I'm nailing every word.
Were you doing the little drum beat a la John Stamos?
Yes, right. About 3/4 of the way through, I'm on the Triborough Bridge, and I realize, what am I doing? I need some sleep.
And it took 3/4 of the way for that to happen.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't a quarter of the way through. It was 3/4 of the way.
My day is not starting right.
Exactly.
No.
How did I get to this point in my life? Those are the moments where you really take stock.
Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, my God. I can't even bring myself to do it.
I know.
Wow.
It's kind of addicting, though, when you start. Along with Charles McCord, it is Friday in the AM. And
the show bloggers right now are going nuts. The people who are blogging the entire show. Exactly.
There's one guy. Ian Eagle has referenced the Beach Boys. 40 seconds into the show.
Oh, boy. I will miss him.
That's
it's great to see you two this morning, and we got a lot to get to, including this New York Post story in regards to the NBA. This is not the kind of morning that David Stern envisioned. Normally, this is the downtime in the NBA with the finals over, with the NBA draft over, with NBA Summer League in play. For those who have not heard yet, the FBI, this according to the New York Post, breaking the news story, is investigating an NBA referee who allegedly was betting on basketball games, including ones he was officiating over the past 2 seasons. All of this a part of an organized crime probe in New York City. The investigation began more than a year ago, and yes, these are major, major allegations. This is the one of all the things that happen in professional sports. And look what we've been talking about already this week in regards to Michael Vick. This is considered a taboo at a different level.
Oh, yeah.
Where you are manipulating the outcome, potentially, of games.
This is the biggest on-court, on-field taboo there is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is it. And, you know, first and foremost, we should say we're not going to speculate on who it could be.
It's not fair.
Not fair to any of the referees in the NBA. You have to wait for that story and wait for the arrest to be made before you can even talk about that. But, I mean, how do you think the coffee goes down this morning?
No.
I mean, clearly David Stern knew about it in advance.
Oh, this is not coming out of left field for him.
Just the fact that it's on the cover of the New York Post. I mean, this is a tough day for the entire league. And, you know, specifically saying the last 2 years in particular is when the ref in question was betting on these games, that he fell into the debt to the wrong people, that he had gambling issues, and, you know, as a result, we find ourselves here talking about somebody who's being investigated on the federal level.
And there are fans sprinkled throughout the country that will watch a game and say to themselves, what kind of call was that? Has he got some action on this game or what? But you never allow yourself